It's an uphill battle for sure. How would you say the local people or other just people in general treat you and organizations like yours?
We're pretty much just ignored. So it's not like people don't like us or do like us. It's just, the idea of going into a shelter and adopting a pet is just not a thing because there's hundreds of them roaming every neighborhood. What we've been really blessed to have happen is get some recognition locally from what we've been doing. And we've had a lot of people come in. We've had events where people have come in and we've taught them about the importance of TNR, which has been really wonderful. We've had kids come in, groups of kids come in, and we've let them play with the animals so that they kind of start to feel more of a loving feel towards the animals as opposed to, something just disposable. What one of the things that's kind of a blessing and a curse for us has been, nobody there will donate or help in any way necessarily. But we have seen some interest in the education side of it. The downside is that anytime there is an animal that is in an extreme situation, they call us now. So it's great that they trust us and it's great that people are trying to, help an animal, but it has put a lot more strain on us as an organization because, again, we only have a very limited amount of funds and a limited amount of space. So, again, it's great that they're starting to like us and trust us and come visit us, but it's not really an area where we're going to get any sort of help.
Right. There's no government funding, subsidies, grants, things of that nature that you can do.
No, and to be, like I said before, it's a third world country. People are poor.
Yeah.
They have they can't donate, but it absolutely makes my heart so happy that instead of just ignoring an animal that's suffering, they'll call us or they'll bring it to us. I mean, that's a big step in the right direction. The fact that we're seeing any sort of interest in what we're doing is wonderful. Even if a parent brings their kid into the shelter just to like play with the cats or the dogs that we have for a little while, that's
Hmm.
like a tiny miracle there because their love for the animals is growing. So, I mean, it's grassroots, but you really have to start somewhere.
Absolutely. You have to start with the new generations, right? And build up from there.
Exactly.
Can you walk us through some of your key programs and initiatives?
I would say right now we have two key programs that we're focusing on. So we're focusing on TNR. We've always done that from the start. We were some of the first people to even get TNR cages over to Egypt, to Giza from the States. It was a big production to get them over there and it was really expensive, but once we got them over there we were sharing them with anybody else who was willing to do rescue in our area. So we were probably the first people in our area to even start tackling that. So we definitely tried to share our resources with anybody who is interested in doing the same thing. So TNR has always been our priority. But the other thing that we're starting to do now, like I mentioned before, was bring the community in and getting some sort of community involvement and educating.
And I imagine just getting all those cages over there is a logistical nightmare.
Oh, ridiculously expensive too. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's basically like shipping any package overseas, right? That's a
I mean,
large item.
I think we shipped 12 over there and it probably cost us about almost $2,000 in total. It was, by
Wow.
buying cages and shipping them, and it was interesting. It was a struggle,
Yeah.
but it was
Just,
and then the fact that we were able to then go to other people, not other rescues necessarily, because there really aren't very many, but
Mhm.
people were also helping feed colonies and things like that. And we were able to show them, hey, this is, how you can use this to catch the animal if it's sick or hurt and bring it to us, or, to get it TNR'd. So, because they'd never done stuff like that before.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot that you do.
Yeah, it's a lot, but it's worth it. I mean, I just see things getting better there. I mean, it's very, very slow. It is very, very expensive. And like once a week we run into something where we're scratching our heads and we're just like, how are we going to do this?
Mhm.
But we can,
Mhm.
it's baby steps, and it is like it seems to be making a difference.
I feel like that's